Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing another tarot deck flip through for you. The deck that I have today is the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot by Valkyrie Art. It states down here that it is a spiritual tool for your soul evolution. As I was looking for more tarot decks recently, after reorganizing my shelves, I realized I really need some more tarot decks. So I've kind of been on a tarot deck spending spree. You know, it happens, just saying. But this deck in particular really called out to me. A little surprising to me because the artwork in it is not something that I typically go for, but I also don't have anything quite like it yet, so I do like having a variation. And the deck called to me, so you know, we'll see. There's something here with this deck for me. So it is absolutely gorgeous. It's got quite a bit of pink in it, a little bit more than I usually would prefer, but the cards really are gorgeous. A nice chunky little booklet that is actually gorgeous. It's got glossy pages, full color book for the deck. And let's go ahead and take a look inside. Copyright 2021. A disclaimer. A big thank you. Quote, and it goes into the contents. So I got my thumb out of the way, that'd probably be good. An introduction. It gives you the little abouts, the tarot, the decks, the suits, you know, some different information on them, and actually some a little bit of numerology, what the numbers are, the queens, the kings, so all the basics. It gives really good basics, some cleansing and blessing ritual, the chakras, which is great. Let's see, then it goes into depth actually about the chakras a little bit. It's got quite a few pages there. Frequency and binaural beats. So there's quite a bit of information in the front of this reference book. It talks about tarot journaling, and then they have some spreads. They got a 1-card draw with some questions based on career, health, finances, a 2-card spread, a 3-card spread, 4-card spread. So it's just some basic spreads, a 5-card spread, and then it goes into the Celtic cross, which is pretty common. So it's got a good chunky amount of information in there. If somebody was picking up this deck for the first time and hadn't read tarot before and needed to know, you know, all that information. And then it goes into the cards and it breaks it down. Do they not have a picture of the Fool card in there? I guess there's no picture of the Fool card, but I believe all the rest of them actually have a picture of the card in there, full color. Gorgeous book. It gives you the element and the ruling sign, the light or upright meaning, and the shadow or reversed meaning of the cards. Yeah, beautiful little booklet. Does it have a little glossary in the back too? Yeah, it's got a little glossary in the back too. Oh, helps if I'm in the frame. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. Okay, so that's a cute little booklet to go with it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cards. These cards are gorgeous. It says, know thyself. Absolutely. Okay, so the cards are pretty thick, but have some bend to them for shuffling. They actually feel like they'll shuffle pretty nicely. They do have a really nice flat matte gold edging. I don't think that is, it's not a gilding, it's just a flat matte gold color, but it's very pretty. And the backs are reversible. So that's great. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into the deck. All right. I do like the artwork on this deck. It's a little collagey. It's not really what I usually go for, but it's well done. I like it. Gives it a completely different vibe. This deck has a very different vibe than other decks that I have, and it definitely called to me, so I can't wait to really dive into it and see how it goes. I love this Chariot card. That is gorgeous. Absolutely love that. The Hanged Woman. So they did rename a couple of the cards. It does have a very feminine twist to it. The deck does. Though if I remember from looking through it the first time when I got it, it does have some male figures in the deck as well. But it definitely has a heavier feminine feel to it than a masculine. I actually like that card. The Universe. A little kitschy. I guess what it is a lot of the sand, any imagery of sand in this deck is very, very pink. That's going to take a little getting used to for me. Well, and there's a peach one, so, you know, I guess they're not all pink, but there's just a lot of pinks in the deck. There's a masculine figure, so I think it's the knights. We'll have to take a look at the king. Yeah, the knights and the kings are masculine. Go ahead and move this aside, some more room. But all in all, it really is a beautiful deck. It's got such an interesting energy to it. I don't quite know how to explain it. It might be why I was kind of called to the deck, is the energy of it. I've had decks really surprise me before. You know, there's decks that I thought that I wasn't gonna really dig, but ended up absolutely loving them. So, you know, just because something doesn't have your specific preference for artwork doesn't mean it's not going to be a fantastic deck. And nothing against the artwork on this deck. It is gorgeous. It's just not my go-to style of art. And this card's interesting. It kind of stands out. I feel like the artwork looks different. I think it's because it's got those very autumny fall colors, and I absolutely love those colors. So it's interesting that the color on that card is so different from the rest of the deck. Curious to see how that goes with readings. It's beautiful with the trees. I love trees though. So pretty. Interesting Five of Cups. I do like the uniqueness in this deck. It's a very different. I like that. I like the diversity, having a diversity in my decks. And then with that, we just have the swords. Let me get some more room so it's easier to grab the cards. Like that, Two of Swords. There's definitely a lot going on these cards, so if you're an intuitive reader, there's a lot of different things you can pick up off of the imagery in the cards. Not quite sure why, but I absolutely love this Seven of Swords. Maybe just because the swords are pretty cool looking on there, all the different styles. I don't know, but I really like that card. Great Knight of Swords too. Love that card. There are definitely some cards in here that I absolutely love the imagery on them. I just think it might take me a little bit to get used to the pastel pinks. There's that one. There you have it. So I can't wait to start using this deck. It's got such a neat feel to it, energy-wise. I'm really, it's kind of a mystery. I'm not quite sure how it's going to go with it. It's really, it's got its own groove going on. I don't know how else to explain it. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Have you used this deck? Do you love it? What do you think? Love to hear from you. Thank you as always for watching, and have a great day.